Welcome, I'm Jesse Myers.
And I'm Catherine Cavarini, reporting from Southwestern High School. This is Mustang Media.
This will hopefully be a weekly news broadcast produced by the Digital Media 2 students, focusing on the events that have occurred at Southwestern High School and throughout the district and community. We'll start off today's broadcast with a look at the academics of Southwestern.
I had the opportunity to look at the independent art program at Southwestern High School. Here's what I found. While most students are hard at work completing math problems and essays this semester, in Mr. Glover's art room, his independent study students have an entirely different task on their hands. Every year, a small group of art students who have taken drawing and painting 1, 2, and 3 are given the opportunity to take an independent study. In this independent study, their main focus is on the murals each of them will create for Southwestern High School.
The art students at Southwestern do the murals to leave a legacy and to decorate the hallways in a positive way. We have all kinds of messages in them, be they curriculum-based or just kind of general messages, but just a way for the students to give back to Southwestern.
I had a chance to sit down with 2 of Mr. Glover's independent study students to discuss why they took independent study.
I took independent study so I could make my mark on the school in a way that it can't be ignored because it's huge.
Because I don't know, it's a legacy and I want to make my mark on the school.
Each canvas that the students use to create their murals is house paint on wood.
Currently there are 8 murals that were created by independent study students throughout the building, and there are 2 more that were created for graduation projects a couple years ago, and another 3 or 4 in the school that were done previous to the independent study being created.
The other students that are currently taking independent study for art are Olivia Welsh, Margot Kohler, Tori Haw, and Hannah Glover. Keep a lookout, students of Southwestern, near the end of the year to see their finished products. This has been Catherine Cavarini from Mustang Media. Until next time.
Thank you so much.
Some students struggle with mathematics, but one teacher strives to make a difference in students. We go to Shannon Holt for an inside story on Miss Hertzog.
During the school day, the hallways of Southwestern High School are filled with students, but after school they are practically barren. However, there is an exception for room 102, where a certain teacher stays after to help students.
My name is Diane Hertzog and I've been teaching for 25 years. As an employee of Southwestern School District, I feel that all the students here at the high school are my students. So I'm willing to help any student who needs assistance with their mathematics after school. I've taught actually every subject here at the high school, from general mathematics through AP calculus. So over my 25 years, I've experienced all of it. So I think that's why students feel comfortable coming to me for extra help, because I probably have taught that subject before.
What is the best part about teaching?
I enjoy being around the students. They make things interesting. Sometimes they're a little bit frustrating, but they're the most wonderful thing to know that you can impact a student's life.
Did you always want to become a teacher?
Yes, ever since I was in about 2nd grade, I used to teach my stuffed animals after school, and I had a small chalkboard and actually gave them tests and quizzes.
What advice would you give students who are struggling in their math courses?
First, go to your teacher for extra help. They know exactly what they've presented in class and they're your best resource. But if you do need help, my door is always open. Just come on in and introduce yourself.
This has been Shannon Holt, reporting for Mustang Media.
Being seniors at Southwestern, we have a lot of choices to make about our futures. Here are some of the choices that our students have made.
Michaela Barba, Westchester University.
Chad Kuntz, Kutztown University.
Sierra Adams, Temple University.
William Bachman, University of Pittsburgh.
Cassidy Mark, Hack.
TJ Searinger, Pennsylvania College of Technology.
Now we'll transition to things that are happening district-wide. On February 12th, we remembered a former Mustang through Black and White Day. Here's Autumn with the story.
What was the thing you remember most about Mr. Hempfing?
Mr. Hempfing would meet me every Friday night during football season, following varsity warm-ups. And he would always greet me right down here at the fence underneath the sign to the corral that says, the challenge is inevitable, defeat is optional. And he'd always meet me there with a cup of coffee and say, good luck, coach.
So how long was Mr. Hempfing involved in Southwest?
He was here a long time as a student. He was a graduate of Southwestern in the 60s. He went on, he was actually worked his way into a principalship at Spring Grove, in the Spring Grove School District, but during that time served on our school board. And actually, when he came back here as our assistant superintendent, obviously he needed to, get off of the school board at that time. But Mr. Hempfing's impact on the school district is about as many ways as you can imagine. As a student here, as an administrator here, and also as a school board member. I think the greatest thing that Mr. Hempfing brought to this school district was a spirit of truly what Mustang means. Mustang is a Western quarter horse that literally means interpreted as wild and free. What he did for our school district truly had a vision that we were going to do it our way. We were going to become the best in the area.
Ever wonder about how we get snow days? Here at Mustang Media, we got the inside scoop. It's that time of year again when the snow comes down. I got to sit down with the superintendent, Dr. Rupp, to find out how she decides cancellations and delays.
I'd be happy to explain the process for school cancellations or school delays. I'm very, very fortunate to be a member of an awesome team that starts about 4 o'clock in the morning. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I set my alarm for 4 when it looks like we're going to have a heavy snow or it looks like we're going to have a light dusting. So this is the process. About 4 in the morning, I get up, I look out my window, even though I wear contacts, I look out and I can see the snow. I look out and I see, oh, it did snow or it didn't snow. And then I talk with Mr. Baumgardner, who's our Director of Transportation. And by about 4:15, he's already talked to the township supervisors of West Manheim, and Penn Township. Then we also have a couple of our own people who go to some of the more challenging spots in our district, hills and so forth, to see what's going on. So then we talk on the phone, we're like, okay, it's looking good, or might have to be a 2-hour delay. We'll call back about 5 to see how the roads are progressing. Then in the meantime, I'm also in contact with the superintendents from Adams County, and then I'm in contact with the superintendent from Hanover School District, and then I'm in contact with the superintendent from Southern, since that's sort of on our border, and then also the superintendent of Spring Grove. As many of you know, I tend to sometimes do my own thing. Lots of other people may cancel or may have a delay, and I'm like, I would never, ever, ever jeopardize safety. They'll say, oh, 2-hour delay, I think you gotta do that part. I'm like, okay, I'm with you, that's good, I can do that. Then I put the call in, and we put a call in, the school messenger then sends out to any parent who signed up for text, phone, or email. I email the staff, and then I just wait for the people who call me who aren't happy with my decision.
I then asked Dr. Rupp about our one snow day so far this year and why exactly we had it. Here's what she had to say about that snow day.
On that particular morning, we had some ice. And quite honestly, if there's anything that scares me, it's ice. Buses can slip in ice. And so that's why we canceled that day.
For Mustang Media, I'm Jesse Myers.
For Black History Month, we had a soul food day. Here's the inside scoop.
So soul food is a kind of cuisine that is specific to African American culture. Soul food, typically, its origins are back to the slave days, and so a lot of soul food is prevalent in the South, and that would include like fried chicken and cornbread and collard greens, but a lot of soul food is also throughout all of America. And all of these things are big staples of African American food and culture.
Did you like the soul food?
Yeah, it was really good.
Did you enjoy the soul food?
Yeah, I've read it actually. It was awesome.
So Leah, did you like your soul food today?
I absolutely loved it.
Soul food is pretty awesome and cool, and it's a big part of being Black.
Before we sign off, let's take a look at the extracurricular activities. This past Valentine's Day was filled with love, hope, and sectionals. We get the inside story from Ty about the wrestling sectionals. Here we go, Ty.
Finish it!
This past Valentine's Day, our Mustangs prepared for a special date. No, not with their girlfriends, but with a little thing called sectionals. As hard as these wrestlers worked, we wouldn't be anywhere without our coaches, Nate Murren and Joseph Wilderson, as they make their sectional coaching debuts. For seniors including Benny Dahl and Clint Wright, this will be the first and only run for states. The following will move on to districts on Friday, February 20th. Benny Dahl, 106. Chase Mowry, 113. Derek Wilson, 120. Owen Worley, 126. Clint Wright, 145. Gage Thomas, 152. And Seth Janey at 220. I asked your Mustangs what they thought about the tournament. Feels good to be first. I look to redeem myself at districts. Seth Janey. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get my 100th win at home. Owen Worley. It stinks that this is my first and only year to go to districts, but I worked hard to get here. Benny Dahl. As an addition, Scotty Dickmeyer and Gavin Smith also placed 6th and 4th place, but will serve as alternatives at districts. I'm Ty Nieder, reporting for Mustang Media.
Catherine Cavarini.
And I'm Jesse Myers.
Until next time.
Stay classy, Southwestern.